Hello everyone, my name is Val and welcome back to my channel. Today I will share my lesson planning process with you. Lesson planning is probably one of the most important skills to master. If you can't plan your lesson, you cannot have a good class. Let's start by answering one crucial question. Why plan and prepare? First of all, a planned lesson is just better. It is better because you envision your lesson before it actually happens. By visualizing it, you materialize it. There are several reasons why a planned lesson is better. 1. A lesson plan helps you maintain focus. Children have very short attention spans and a talent to disrupt anything and everything, meaning that your lesson may turn into a complete disaster in a matter of minutes. Having a plan helps you as a teacher to survive the blast. 2. Lesson plan shows you are in control. Children quickly notice when a teacher doesn't know what to do. If you show one sign of weakness, you lose. Kids respond extraordinarily well to structure and regularity, and planning your lessons gives them that structure. Why do you think Roman legions conquered half the world? Because they had two features other armies didn't: structure and discipline. Use them. 3. Lesson plans show you are a professional teacher. They make good teaching portfolios. They're great for showing other teachers, your supervisor, your next employer, and so on, what you do with your time. Lesson plans give you a serious advantage. 4. Lesson plans give you a sense of accomplishment. As teachers, we all feel good after a lesson that went well. It's a very rewarding feeling. You did something well. You made a difference. You made people's eyes shine and sparkle. You got a few thank yous and one or two hugs. You did well because you kept track of what worked and what didn't. You did well because your lessons got better and better. You did well because you learned how to make a good lesson plan that became a great lesson. Where do I start? The lesson planning process may be challenging and confusing, no matter how experienced or trained you think you are, so I thought I would share my thinking process when I plan my lessons. A lesson plan is a creative process. It is your daily guide for what students need to learn, how it will be taught, and how learning will be measured. I have a lesson plan mantra that I chant before I write a lesson plan. I use these 6 principles in every single lesson plan I create. Here they are. Lesson planning is a creative process. Teach the learners, not your lesson plan. Focus on one language point at a time. Avoid teaching too much. Vary the activities in each lesson. Review and revise. So, where do I start? What is the first thing I do? I start with the lesson objectives, or sometimes they're called language objectives. Lesson objectives list what students will be able to do after completing the lesson. Lesson objectives are your goals or aims. The first question I usually ask myself is this: what are my students going to be able to know and say when this lesson is over. One of the most popular goal-setting strategies is the SMART criteria, which ensures goals are focused. In the context of lesson planning, you can use the SMART criteria to determine your lesson objectives. Is the objective specific? Is the objective measurable? Can you confirm you have done it? Is the objective achievable by all students? Is the objective relevant to your class and students? Is the objective time-based to align with your syllabus or book you are teaching? When you write your lesson objectives, you must be very specific. If your lesson topic is prepositions, it is not enough to write students will learn prepositions. No, you must write something along these lines. By the end of this lesson, my students will be able to 1. Say, pronounce, and recognize 4 prepositions of place: on, in, under, next to. 2. Fluently form the following sentence structure. The pencil is preposition, the pencil box. And 3. Use these prepositions in a simple dialogue. Target language. Always, always, always include your target language. Period. End of story. Just do it and thank me later. Lesson procedure. Your lesson procedure is an in-depth explanation of how the lesson will progress in the classroom. The lesson procedure is essentially step-by-step instructions that walk you through everything from the time students enter the classroom until the bell rings at the end of the period. It is smart to be very detailed in this portion of your lesson plan. After all, there will be cases when another teacher or substitute needs to fill in for you, right? My lesson procedure consists of 9 steps: greetings, class rules, warm-up, review, lesson topic introduction, presentation or teaching, practice, guided and independent, production, where students show you what they've learned, and lesson closure. Assessment methods. Seeing growth and improvement can be a huge motivator for your students, but you can't see growth if you don't measure it. That's why no great class is complete without some way of assessing students. Assessment methods measure whether your students learned a lesson's content and met your lesson objectives. Ultimately, this assessment aims to measure how well your students learned a lesson's material based on how you presented information. Some assessment methods include quizzes, language games, hands-on activities, mini presentations, group presentations, group plays, lesson summaries, and so on. If you are interested, I can make a separate video about different assessment tools I use in a language classroom. Please let me know in the comment section below if that is what you'd like to see. Lesson reflections. Self-evaluation is a powerful tool that will help you become a better teacher. Reflecting on and evaluating your teaching after a lesson is over will give you insights that may save you lots of trouble later. Think back on the lesson and consider the answers to general questions like these. What went well in this lesson? Why? Was I well prepared? Was my lesson plan clear? What problems did I have? Why? Were my students involved? What went well? What didn't? What could I have done differently? What could I have done to make my lesson better? It feels great when you have a good class. Self-evaluations and lesson reflections help you become a great teacher and help you make amazing lessons. I hope you enjoyed this video and feel like you are a bit more confident and know where to start to write a great lesson plan. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to turn the notifications on. This way you'll never miss a single upload and help your fellow teacher grow his channel. A shout out to my patrons, Martina and Peter, for their love and support. Thank you guys. Before you click stop, please listen to what William Arthur Ward once said. The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. The great teacher inspires. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.